Hello guys, it's Solomon here, and in case you're just joining us, I'm Solomon SMN, and in this video I'm trying to show you guys how to create a news blog website. Okay, so check out our previous videos to get yourself up to this point. Alright guys, so in this series I'm going to show you guys how to install WordPress and also how to set it up. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is to click on your web browser and then type WordPress here. If you know how to do this already, you can simply skip it. Okay, so go to this one that says wordpress.com.org/download and then click on it just to download it straight. And then once it's open, just simply click on download WordPress. At the time of making this video, we have WordPress 5.0 here, right? So you can choose to use this one, but I'm not going to use this one because it's just a new update, or it's a new version of WordPress, and I'm not going to use it for this video. Okay, but it's totally fine if you want to use it. It won't break our code, it won't disturb us, but I'm not just fine with it for now. Alright, so I've already downloaded it, so the next thing I need to do is just to go to where I saved it and go to my folder here. Alright, so if you don't know how to install XAMPP, I think I made a video on that, how to install your XAMPP server is this. So how to install this and configure it, I think I've made a video on that, so go check it out on my channel. Alright, so the next one is open your XAMPP and make sure that the Apache and mysql is running. So if that happens, go to your folder, go to C drive, and then go to XAMPP here. Right, open it and then go to htdocs. So inside here, just open a new folder and type newsblog.com. That is what I will save it as, so you can give it any name of your choice, it doesn't really matter. So I'll save my own as newsblog.com. Alright, so once that is done, I'll go back to where I saved my WordPress, the downloaded one, and then I'll try to extract the files. Okay, so I'll try to extract the files to so I'll select and look for the location. Okay, so C drive here, then move to XAMPP, then move to htdocs, then try to locate the folder. It was newsblog.com, so just select it and then click on OK. Alright, so once you've clicked on OK, it's going to extract all the contents of WordPress to that folder. Okay, so once you're done, simply check the folder again to see if it was extracted successfully. Okay, so we have a problem here. So we are having WordPress inside it. So just simply open that WordPress and then highlight everything, cut it, and then move back to this one and paste it here. Okay, so you can delete the WordPress folder inside. So here now you have the WordPress file contents. So once you have this, the next thing is just to try to locate our website. Okay, so type localhost/newsblog, exactly the way you spelled it. So it's loading. Okay, so we are up and running. So once it loads to this point, just choose English or any language you are currently on and then select continue. Next thing is it's going to ask you to have this database details in place. Alright, so what we need to do next is to create a database and then give it a name, a username, and a password. Okay, because WordPress will be needing these details in order to connect your WordPress website to your database. Okay, so let's move down to creating a database. For us to do that, if you look at this XAMPP here, initially click on this mysql. Okay, so it's currently running, so that means we can create a database now because it's running. Okay, so for us to do that, we simply say localhost/phpmyadmin. So we have phpmyadmin. Right, so once you press enter, Okay, so it has successfully loaded phpmyadmin. So the next thing we need to do is to create a new database. So I'm going to click on this new here, or you can go through this place, databases, and then once it loads, you simply give it a name. So here you see database name. So we just call it news blog, right? And then I'll append the DB to it. So once I do that, I'll click on what create. Okay, so we've created a database now, but everything here is just empty. We are simply going to connect it with our WordPress installation. Okay, so the next thing that we simply need is a username and password, because we have now created a database name, right? So for us to get this detail, once you install XAMPP here on your local server, that is on your laptop, the default password to get to this phpmyadmin will be root and no password. So for you to confirm that, let's just check. Let's go to privileges, I guess. Okay, so let me click this one to see more about it. Okay, so if you look at the privileges, it has access to almost everything on the database. So let's look at password for it. Let's click on change password. Alright, so for now there is no password. Okay, so let's set it to no password. Okay, so by default it is no password, right? So if you want to add a password to it, then you click on password, and then type whatever password you feel like typing, and then click on go. Okay, so because this phpmyadmin is on my local server, I do not need to, but you may want to add a password, but for me, I do not need to add any password. Alright, so I'll just set it at no password as the way it was before. And then I know that the username is root. Okay, so let's move back to our WordPress here. Because we have everything we needed, we have our database name, we have our username, and then we know the password. So we also have the database host, which is simply localhost here, right? So it's localhost here, we have that. So we have table prefix, which WordPress is going to choose one for us. So because we're happy with these details, let's move down to configuring our WordPress. Okay, so the first thing you need to do here is to change this WordPress to your database name, which in our case was newsblog.db. Alright, so the next one is to remove this username and type in root. Okay, so this next thing you need to do is to take off this password here, because we know that our password was empty and we did not add any password. So that's why we need to leave this password field here blank. So we understand that the database host was localhost, so that's why we leave it as default. And then this is the table prefix. So I have a video on WordPress security, so I'm going to show you how to change this table prefix from WP to something else, okay, to increase your WordPress security. Okay, so I don't know if that video is going to drop before this one, but if it does, or if it doesn't, just check out my channel and see if it's there. Okay, so if you're happy with these details, the next thing you need to click here is submit. Alright, so WordPress is going to check if your details are correct. If they are, then you're going to have this message saying, alright Sparky, you've made it through this part of the installation. So what happens here is that WordPress has connected with your database and everything works successfully. So the next thing we need to do is to simply run the installation. Okay, so once the installation is complete, we are presented with some basic information that WordPress would need. So things like your site title, your username and password, your email address, and also to check if search engine should be able to index your site or not. Okay, so what happens here is that I'm going to fill news blog, which happens to be our site title, right? And then my username, I'm going to choose Kapasky for this case, right? Kapasky Guru, and then here I'm going to type password. Okay, so make sure you type a strong password. Mine is weak now because this is just a test site. Okay, so I'm going to put in my email address here. So we have solomon@gmail.com. Alright, so I do not want search engine to not index my site, so I will not check this one. So if you want to discourage search engine from indexing your site, then check this. Okay, so once we're happy with these details, I'm just going to click on install WordPress. Okay, so what WordPress is doing right now is creating the different tables that is necessary for WordPress on our database and also setting it up. Okay, so once you've successfully installed, or once WordPress has successfully installed every data and tables on our database, so we have success here. Everything has been installed. So WordPress has been installed. Thank you and enjoy. Okay, so let's look at our database just to confirm that we have successfully installed every different tables that this WordPress will be needing. Okay, so to do that, click on my phpmyadmin, and then you can go through databases again, or you can simply click the name of your database here as listed here. So I'll click on it from here, and then once it loads, you are going to notice that we have things inside it now. We have different tables that have been created, right? So before it was empty, but now we have 12 different tables. And then if you look here, you notice this prefix that WordPress adds to each table, that is the WP. Okay, so like I said, there's a video that is going to show you how to change this for security reasons. Alright, so once we're happy with this, we can then go back to our WordPress installation and try to log into our admin portal to see how it looks and maybe walk you guys through some things you need to configure on that admin portal. Okay, so I'll click on login. So once I do that, it's going to present to me a login form where I can type in my username and then the password. Okay, so go ahead and type in this and click on login. Okay, so once you click on login, you notice that you are presented with this dashboard for WordPress. Okay, so yours may be very different from this because you may be using WordPress 5, but for now, I'm still using WordPress 4.9.8, so I can simply update it if I want. Okay, so once we are here, just know that you've successfully installed WordPress on your website or on your local host. Okay, so let's take a look at the website that WordPress comes with, like the default website that WordPress comes with. Okay, so if you click on visit site here, you notice that WordPress presents all this boring website here, or this boring theme here. So in our next video, I'm going to show you how to customize your WordPress dashboard. Okay guys, so on our next video, I'm going to take you guys through some default settings on this admin dashboard and also explain in details each of these menus here. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, please like it, and then if you have somebody that will benefit, please don't forget to share, and the most important one, don't forget to subscribe now and click on the notification icon to get more videos when we upload. Until next video, keep pushing.